You are not bad with money. That's a lie somebody sold you on purpose. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to prove it. Here's the crazy part I'll show you first. People will pay almost twice as much for the exact same thing just because paying didn't hurt. That's not an accident. Somebody designed it, and once you see how, you can never be fooled by it again. Let me introduce you to two people, Kevin and Priya, same age, same job, basically the same paycheck. Kevin is always broke, Priya isn't, and it's not because Priya has more willpower. Keep them both in mind. We'll come back to Priya because she's the secret. But first, Kevin. It's almost midnight and Kevin is in bed opening his bank app when he really shouldn't be. He scrolls. There's a charge he doesn't remember, some app called Primo, $11. He's pretty sure he canceled Primo months ago. Then a payment for a jacket he bought weeks ago. He didn't pay all at once. He split the cost into 4 smaller payments, and here's payment number 3, quietly leaving his account tonight while he sleeps. He does the math for a second. Then he stops because he doesn't like the number. He turns the phone face down on the nightstand. And he says the thing he's been saying for years, quiet and tired, like it's just a fact about the weather. I'm just bad with money. Here's the problem with that sentence. It isn't true, and it wasn't even his idea. There's a whole setup around him, the banks, the apps, the stores, all working together. Let's just call it the system. And that sentence, I'm bad with money, is the very first thing the system sold him. Because as long as Kevin believes the problem is Kevin, he'll never go looking for the real one. So let me show you the real one. You are not weak and you are not dumb. You've probably been told the opposite your whole life. Save more, try harder, have some discipline. As if the only thing between you and money is that you're not good enough. That's the old story, and the old story is wrong. Here's the truth. You are standing inside a system. Think of it like a building. It has walls, doors, and rules. And the rules are built to make spending easy and saving hard. And here's the part that should make the hair on your arm stand up. It was built on purpose by people. Smart, well-paid, wide-awake people in nice offices. Their whole job is to move money out of your account and into someone else's. That's not a conspiracy theory. It's just design. A good trap doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like your own choice. So here's the plan. This building has 6 rooms and each room hides one trick. I'm going to take you through all 6 and explain each one clearly so you can finally see it. Every trick has a simple name. By the end, you'll be able to name all 6 out loud. Then I'll hand you the keys to flip the whole thing around and point it at yourself. Let's open the first door. Money used to hurt. Not in a bad way, in a useful way. Picture handing over cash for lunch. A real 20 out of your wallet into someone's hand gone. You feel that. There's a tiny sting. And that sting slows you down like a brake on a bike. It makes you stop and think, do I really want this? Now watch what they did to the sting. First came the card. You don't hand over anything real, you just tap a little rectangle. The sting gets quieter. Then tap to pay so fast you barely look up. Then saved cards, 1 click done, you didn't even reach for your wallet. And then the newest one, buy now, pay later, where you get the thing today and pay for it in little chunks later. You don't even pay now. The sting is gone completely. You feel like you got it for free. Every single step was designed to do one thing: remove the pain of paying. Here's the clearest version of this trick, and casinos have used it for 100 years. They don't let you bet with cash. They make you turn your money into chips first. Little plastic circles, because chips don't feel like money. So you'll slide them across the table without the sting. Your phone does the exact same thing. It turns your dollars into numbers on a screen. Same money, but now it doesn't hurt to spend it. Video games do it too. You buy coins or gems with real cash. And then the coins buy the thing, so you never quite feel the real dollars leave. And remember that crazy fact from the start. This is where it comes from. Scientists at a big university tested it. They had people say how much they'd pay for tickets to a sold-out game. Some paid with cash, some with a card. Same tickets. And the people using a card were willing to pay almost twice as much as the people using cash. Twice. Just because it didn't hurt. Let's name this first trick. Call it the Painless Trap. And here's the rule underneath it, the one you'll never forget. The less it hurts, the more you spend. That's the whole game. And they've spent billions making sure it doesn't hurt at all. Room 1 done. This next trick is sneakier because it doesn't get you to say yes. It gets you to say nothing at all. When was the last time you changed a setting you didn't choose? Think about the little box that's already ticked before you even touch it, the plan that renews by itself. We'll just keep your card on file. You didn't pick those. Somebody picked them for you before you ever showed up. And here's the thing that's almost embarrassing when you notice it. Most people just leave them. Whatever the box already says, that's what happens. That's the trick. It's called the default. The default is just the choice that's already made for you before you do anything. And the rule is simple. Whatever's already ticked, most people leave ticked. Not because they agree. Just because changing it takes effort and it's late, and who reads all that? Here's a quick, clean example that has nothing to do with money, just to show how strong this is. Some places ask you to sign up on purpose to donate blood. There, only a few people in 10 ever sign up. Other places flip it. You're already signed up unless you say no. There, almost everybody stays in. Same kind of people, same good hearts. The only thing that changed was which answer was already there waiting. Now that same power swings both ways. And this is where Priya comes back. Remember, Priya has the same paycheck as Kevin, but she saves without even thinking about it. Here's her secret. When she started her job, part of every paycheck got saved automatically. She didn't choose it. She was signed up by default, and like most people, she just never touched it. That's the exact same lever as Kevin's forgotten subscriptions. Same do nothing and let it ride. It just happened to be pointed the right way for once. Priya didn't have more willpower. Her default was flipped in her favor one time and she never looked back. So here's the takeaway, and it's a little chilling. Doing nothing is still a choice. It's just a choice somebody else already made for you. Now you're watching the boxes. Good. The next room doesn't touch the boxes at all. It messes with the prices. Here's a scene you know. A price tag. $99 crossed out. And under it in big friendly numbers, 49, half off, look at you go. Stop, look at that crossed out 99 again. Where did it come from? A lot of the time, nowhere, it's made up. That original price may have never really been the price. It's not there to be paid. It's there to be crossed out. It's bait. Here's why it works. The first price you see sticks in your head and everything after it gets compared to that number. Once 99 is stuck up there, 49 feels like a gift. But if they'd just shown you 49 by itself, you might have thought kind of pricey. Same price. Totally different feeling. All because of a fake number sitting next to it. And it gets craftier. Ever see 3 options and one of them is just weird, too expensive, no reason to pick it? That's not a mistake. That's a fake option, put there on purpose to make the one next to it look smart. A famous magazine did exactly this. Stay with me on the numbers because the flip is worth it. First, they offered 2 choices. Cheap one, the online version for $59. Fancy one, online plus the printed magazine for $125. With just those 2, most people grabbed the cheap 59. Then they added a third choice, print only, no online, also $125. Weird, right? Same price as the fancy combo, but you get less. Nobody in their right mind picks it, and they weren't supposed to. It was there to make the $125 combo look like a steal by comparison. And it worked. Suddenly most people jumped to the expensive combo. They didn't change the good deal at all. They just put a bad option next to it. There's one more version of this you felt for sure. You find a flight or a concert ticket or a hotel. The price looks great, $49, you click. And then right at the end the fees show up. A service fee, a booking fee, a convenience fee which is never convenient for you. Suddenly your $49 ticket costs $70. The low price was just bait to get you in the door. The real price only appears once you're too far along to want to start over. Call it the drip. Name this whole room the fake deal. And here's the line to carry out of it. They don't sell you a price. They sell you a comparison. Control the number sitting next to the thing, and they control how the thing feels. You can see the prices now. This next trick doesn't happen when you buy. It happens after, and it works on something you'd swear was just yours. Imagine I hand you a plain coffee mug. It's yours now, free, keep it. 10 seconds pass. Now I say, actually, can I buy it back? What's it worth to you? Researchers did exactly this. On average, the people holding the mug wanted about $7 to give it up, but other people being offered a mug to buy would only pay about $3. Same mug. The only difference is that one group already felt like they owned it. That's the trick. Call it the ownership trap. The moment something feels like yours, letting it go feels like losing money, not spending it, losing it. And losing hurts way more than never having it. Now look at where they use this on you, the free trial. A free trial isn't generosity. It's this exact trick aimed at you. They let you hold the mug. 30 days of the full thing, all yours. And somewhere in there, your brain starts thinking of it as yours. So when the trial ends, canceling doesn't feel like saying no. It feels like giving something up. And you'll pay real money to avoid that feeling. And they stack a second trick on top. Cancel anytime. Sounds fair, but it's not a promise, it's a bet. They're betting your future self will be tired, busy, and forgetful. Signing up is easy, one tap. Canceling is made hard on purpose, menus inside menus. Are you sure? Here's a discount to stay. One tap to join, a hallway of doors to leave. So here's the takeaway. And once you hear it, you'll never see a free trial the same way. A free trial isn't a gift. It's an itch they lend you so it hurts to give it back. Now you know why free costs so much. There's another room, and it's the one that explains all your worst decisions. Because it's not about what they offer. It's about when. Ever notice when the tempting stuff shows up? The treat yourself email, the one-day-only deal, that you left something in your cart. When does it hit your phone? At night, when you're wiped out. Right around payday when the account isn't empty for once. Late on the couch, thumb scrolling, brain half off. That timing isn't luck. It's the whole plan. Here's what's going on inside you. Think of your willpower like the battery on your phone. In the morning, it's at 100%. You make good calls, you skip the snack, you close the app. But every choice all day drains a little. By nighttime, you're at 4%, blinking red. And that is exactly when the offer arrives. They're not fighting your willpower, they're way too smart for that. They just wait patiently for it to run out. They knock when they know nobody strong is home. And the scrolling itself keeps you sitting right there. Ever wonder why the feed never ends? Scientists figured this out a long time ago, testing animals with a lever. When the reward comes every single time, it gets boring and you stop. But when the reward comes at random, sometimes yes, sometimes nothing, you can't stop pulling. Give that one more beat because it's the whole secret. It's the not knowing that hooks you. That's a slot machine. It pays out at random. So you keep pulling, sure the next one's the winner. And that's your feed. You keep swiping because the next swipe might be the good one. Pull, pull, pull. And the whole time you're parked in the exact spot where the deals come to find you, at the exact hour your battery's dead. Name it the perfect moment. And here's the line. They don't beat your willpower. They just wait for it to run out. There's one more room. And this one is sneaky because it works even when you're wide awake. It doesn't wait for you to get tired. It makes you hurry. Picture this. You finally found the thing, you're on the page about to think it over, and then you see it. A little clock counting down 10 minutes, 9:59 seconds. Sale ends soon. Right next to it, only 2 left in stock. And under that, 347 people are looking at this right now. Suddenly you're not asking whether you want it. You're thinking, I'd better grab it before it's gone. That switch from do I want this to hurry, that's the whole trick. Here's why it works. Nobody likes to miss out. The fear of losing a deal feels bigger than the joy of keeping your money. So when the clock is ticking, you skip the part where you stop and think. And skipping that part is exactly what they wanted. Now here's the quiet truth. That timer, a lot of the time it just resets when it hits 0. Come back tomorrow and the ending sale is somehow still ending. Only 2 left, often just words on a screen, not a real shelf. 347 people looking, a number that drifts up and down to make you sweat. It's a little stage set built to make you move fast so you can't think straight. Name this last room the countdown. And here's the line to walk out with. Hurry is the trick. A real deal is still there in the morning. So you can name all 6 now: the painless trap, the default, the fake deal, the ownership trap, the perfect moment, and the countdown. 6 rooms, 1 building, all lit up. But we're not done, because knowing the traps is only half of it. Now here's how you turn them around. First, one honest thing. None of this is illegal. Think about that. Nobody's breaking the law. And here's the harder part. The exact same tools can help you. That auto savings that quietly made Priya richer. Same lever as the pre-ticked box that drains Kevin. An automatic payment can wreck you as a forgotten subscription, or save you as an automatic deposit into your own savings. The tools aren't evil. A default is just a default. The only thing that matters is which way it points. And right now, almost every default around you points away from you. That's not paranoia, that's just business. So yes, you carry some of this. Nobody's going to save your money for you, but be fair to yourself. You've been swimming against a current that hundreds of very smart people got paid to build and aim at you. And when you got tired and drifted back, they whispered that it was because you were bad at swimming. That whisper is the real trick, the one that keeps you from ever turning around to look at the current. Well, you've turned around. You're looking right at it. So let's use it. Every one of these levers works just as well pointed the other way. You can build your own system today. And you don't need more willpower, which is great because willpower runs out. You need better settings. And settings don't get tired. Here's how you flip it: 4 moves. 1. Automate the good. Do this even if you do nothing else. Set up your money to move into savings automatically the day it lands, before you can touch it. Not at the end of the month with whatever's left, because there's never anything left. Right off the top. Save some for yourself before anything else. People call this pay yourself first. It works because it turns that default trick, the do-nothing lever, in your favor. You set it up once, then you do nothing. And doing nothing finally makes you richer. That's how Priya did it. And if you don't have a paycheck yet, it's the same move with allowance or any money at all. Set aside a slice first, every time, automatically if you can. 2. Put the sting back. Delete your saved cards from the shopping apps, all of them. Now buying something means getting up, finding your card, typing the numbers in. Annoying, right? Good. That little wince is your friend. It's the break they filed off and you're bolting it back on. Half your late-night buys just die right there because you couldn't be bothered to go get the card. That's the point. 3. Hunt the ghosts. Tonight, open your bank app or wherever your money lives and read every single charge. Find the subscriptions you forgot you had, the ones quietly draining $9.99 every month. Kill them. Then go into your email and unsubscribe from every store that mails you at payday. Cut off the offers before they ever reach you at 4% battery. And from now on, every time a box is pre-ticked, untick it. Make them earn the yes. Yep. 4. The 24-hour rule. Anything you want to buy after dark waits one day. That's the whole rule. You don't have to say no, you just say tomorrow. And here's the magic. By morning, your battery's charged back up, the urge has worn off, and most of the time you'll look at it and think, why did I even want that? The want was never really yours. It was the hour talking. Sleep beats it almost every time. And that's the pattern under all four. Set the defaults once, the right way, then walk away and let them run. Stop counting on being strong in the exact moments they built to catch you weak. Build the fence while you're clear-headed, and let the fence do the work at midnight. Let's go back to Kevin. It's a year later. From the outside, nothing looks different. Same job, same apartment, same couch, same phone, same lunches. If you passed him on the street, you'd never know a single thing had changed. But something did. At the end of the month now, there's money left. Not a fortune, just more than there was. And the next month, a little more. It's growing quietly in the background while he lives his completely normal life. He didn't get rich. He didn't win anything. He didn't grow some iron discipline he never had. He just changed a few settings once and then stopped fighting. And late at night, he still opens the bank app sometimes. But it doesn't sting anymore, because he knows what every number is. He put them there. So here's the last thing I want you to keep. You were never bad with money. You just couldn't see the system, a machine built by people who were counting on you to blame yourself, so you'd never look up and see the walls. Well, now you've seen them. Every room, every trick. You can name them out loud. And a trap you can see isn't really a trap anymore. It's just a room you can choose to walk out of. So do one small thing right now tonight before you sleep. Open your bank app and kill one subscription. Just one. That's it. That's you flipping your first default. Start there.